Good afternoon, Facebook friends. I'm just sitting here in my office. This is Kitson Francis. Sitting here in my office. It's getting on for 1 o'clock Central Time, and it's on the Martin Luther King holiday weekend. So I just want to wish you all a nice weekend in the legacy of the great Martin Luther King Jr. I just want to take a couple of minutes to talk to you about restoration. People restore different things, houses, bridges, jewelry, clothes, furniture, and these things just go on and on and on. You, you know, um, and one thing that all of these things have in common is that there is something left to restore. I mean, there's got to be something left because if it's totally obliterated, then there's nothing to uh, restore. You know, my son, I have two sons, and one of my sons, he's got an old 1985 Ford F-150 step side, and he's got it in his yard. And we've been talking about restoring this truck for a long time. We used to drive it around, by the way, and it's a really good car. And despite all the rust and the crud and the dents and the faded paintwork, despite all of that, and beneath all of that, there is something left for us to work with. But the second thing that all of these things have in common when we start to restore them is that they have value. We're not going to restore things that has no value. You know, and a lot of things, well, everything really has some value, but some value more than others. But when it comes to people, sometimes we just can't see the value in ourselves. And it requires somebody from outside of ourselves to look at us and see our value because they see that there is something left of us that's worth working on. So I just wanted to tell you that, look, don't value yourself based on what somebody else think or what you think somebody else thinks about you. Your value must come from you. All right. And when you see that you have value, when you see that there is something left of you, don't destroy that part of yourself. Don't just give it up for, like as junk. As a matter of fact, you, you know, talking about cars, some cars have, increased value. I like those old cars, from the 20s and the 30s and the 40s. When you see them driving down the interstate and on the street, man, they look so good. And one of the things about it, because they have been restored, they often have greater monetary and certainly emotional value than when it came off the showroom floor. Now, using that same analogy, just think how much more value you could be when you are restored, when you allow yourself to go through self restoration, or you allow somebody else to participate in your restoration process. Don't give up on yourself. Restoration is possible. It is necessary for all of us because we're all broken. And so have yourselves a wonderful day and continue to think about not the negative parts of yourself, but about the positive parts of yourself, about who you are right now and who you can become. And remember these two things, okay? We can restore or you can be restored because there's still something left of you. All right. And the other part is you have value. So you want to hold on to those two things as you continue to journey through your life. All right. We're going to talk to you about some other time. So have yourself a wonderful day. And you can check me out at fccounseling.com. That's fccounseling.com. You can see the full range of services that I provide. Or if you want to shoot me an email, you can do so at familyconsult1 at gmail.com. Okay, I see Heather just tuned in, and I see Trini Reynolds. All right, just joined. I'm so glad. Hey, Trini, how you doing? I'm sure my wife wanted me to say hi to you since she introduced me to you. Hey, back at you, you know. But you know, I just want to say this about Trini. Trini, you can restore some good hair. You know, I've seen you at work. You know, and that's one of the things I appreciate. You know, just some of the simple things in life, how we can restore. Let me just drop this here too. The person who's taken the time to restore something, okay, even though that which is being restored or the person who's being restored may not be able to see their innate value, yet that person is willing to do all of that because they see something in you which you might not see in you, okay? So just take care of yourselves and allow people and allow the good Lord to take you through the restoration process. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk with you again. Okay? Bye-bye.